The V-Strom 650, internally designated the DL650, is a mid-weight, dual-sport motorcycle launched in 2004 with a standard riding posture, fuel injection and an aluminum chassis. Now in its second generation since model year 2012. Marketed in Europe, Oceania and the Americas, the DL650 is manufactured at Suzuki's ISO 14001 certified final assembly plant in Toyokawa, Japan. The V-Strom 650 trades strength in a single area for adaptability to a variety of riding conditions, commuting, cruising, adventure touring, and to a lesser degree, off-road riding. The bike is variously categorized as dual sport, sport enduro tourer, street adventure, commuter, or entry-level. According to the New York Times, the V-Strom has a loyal following worldwide, and the DL650 outsells Suzuki's larger DL1000 2-to-1. The name V-Strom combines V, referring to the bike's V-engine configuration, with the German word Strom, meaning stream or current. Mechanicals: the V-Strom has a 6-speed transmission with a fuel-injected and slightly retuned 645cc engine from Suzuki's SV650 sport bike, using a 2-into-1 exhaust system. An upright, standard riding posture contributes to the bike's handling characteristics. Engine: the engine is a 90-degree, liquid-cooled, 4-stroke V-twin, with 81.0 ohm bore and a 62.6 ohm stroke, 4 valves per cylinder, and intake and exhaust valving each with their own camshaft. Its more relaxed cam profiles, compared with the SV engine, boost the power between 4,000 and 6,500 rpm, along with slight changes to the airbox and exhaust. Relative to the SV, the crank inertia is also increased by 4% via a redesigned starter clutch. As well, the DL650 engine uses a plastic outer clutch cover and engine sprocket cover for reduced weight and noise. Unlike the SV engine, which uses cast iron cylinder sleeves, the DL650 uses Suzuki's proprietary SCEM-plated cylinders, a race-proven nickel-phosphorus silicon carbide coating for reduced weight and improved heat transfer, allowing for tighter and more efficient piston-to-cylinder clearance, similar to a nickel coating. Engine electronics: the DL650 engine electronics aid starting and throttle control and uses Suzuki's AFIS, eliminating a fast idle control. The engine control module reads engine information, such as coolant temperature, via a 16-bit central processing unit, controlling the fuel system's dual throttle bodies. Emissions: the DL650 uses Suzuki dual throttle valve fuel injection and exhausts via a 2-into-1 exhaust system with a catalytic converter in the muffler. European models meet Euro 3 emissions specifications. In the US, a PAIR air injection system reduces CO and HC emissions. Chassis: a stiff, twin-spar aluminum frame and swing arm accommodates a rear shower monoshock with hydraulic preload adjustment. Front shower damper rod forks are preload adjustable. The DL650 has a 19-inch front wheel and a 17-inch rear wheel. Instruments and bodywork: the bike's instrument cluster includes a compact analog step motor speedometer and tachometer and a digital LCD unit with odometer, tripmeter, coolant temperature gauge, fuel gauge, LED neutral, digital clock, turn signal and high beam lights and an oil pressure warning light. An adjustable windshield allows movement of 50 ohm. A small underseat compartment, suitable for small tools, gloves, or an owner's manual, can be accessed by removal of the seat, via a lock located at the rear of the bike, just below the built-in rack. Awards and reviews: the V-Strom 650 was named one of the 10 best bikes under $10,000 by Motorcyclist magazine, October, 2007, beating out, among many others, the V-Strom 1000. In a September 2006 article, Cycle World magazine wrote the DL650 may just be the most shockingly competent machine in the world today. A 2004 article from MotorcycleUSA.com said it was hard to imagine another machine with a competitive versatility per dollar ratio. Twice consecutively, the DL650 has earned the title Alpenkönig, winning German Motorrad magazine's Transalp multi-bike test in 2005 and 2006. At the DL650's launch, noted motorcycle journalist Kevin Ash said, taking everything into account, price, comfort, fuel range, general ability, you could argue it was the bike of the year, adding, there's something honest and solid about the V-Strom. Having ridden a Deciliter 650 as his daily rider, in 2005 Ash called it the best bike you can buy. Ash complimented the bike's comfort, fuel range, engine and handling, faulting its brakes and corrosion resistance and further describing the bike as perhaps the ultimate all-round machine. At the launch of the revised 2012 model, Ash noted that the previous generation, which could be very vulnerable to corrosion, had been left behind, especially by direct rival, the Kawasaki Versys. After the release of the 2012 model, Ash placed the V-Strom ahead of the Versys. First generation. 2004, first model year, 2005, headlight interrupt when starting added. 2007, optional ABS, wheelbase increased from 60.6 in to 61.2 in with an increase in the swing arm length by 0.597 in, dual spark plugs at each cylinder. Idle adjustment screw removed. 2008, alternator output increased from 375 to 400 watts. 2009, all-steel locknut on rear axle, previously cotter pin style. Clear signal light lenses, previously amber. 2010, no 2010 models in US. 2011, for US, all models, ABS equipped. Second generation, 2012. Body restyled, fuel tank capacity reduced from 22L to 20L, seat height raised from 32.3 to 32.9 inches, internal transmission changes to reduce noise and boost low to mid-range torque, power increase from 63.5 horsepower and 41.2 pounds-ft of torque to 66.2 horsepower and 43.0 pounds-ft of torque, rear suspension travel increased 0.4 inches to 6.3 inches, redesigned instrument panel with trip counters as well as average mileage and ambient temp displays. Reduction in GVW by 18 pounds, anti-theft system integrated into the ECU with the ignition key featuring a security chip. References. External links, official website.